Have we been talking about how technology is enriching people without them building a physical company? Yes, if you have been thinking of an easy and legit way to make money in 2023 straight from your home, then this episode is for you. And if you've been wondering how to use ChatGPT and even make money from the cutting-edge technology, you're in luck. Join us as our guest takes us through the interesting path of making money using ChatGPT. You're listening to the TechNet Show, your weekly dose of the latest tech stories, analysis, interviews, and opportunities in the world of tech. If you're a techie or an enthusiast looking to stay up to date, this is the show for you. Be a part of the conversation and stay connected to our tech community on Telegram at TechNet Show. Hello everyone, welcome to the TechNet Show podcast. I'm your host Victoria Imeje. And today we have an exciting session where we'll dive into the new realm of making money using ChatGPT. Interestingly, I won't be having this conversation alone with my co-host Sam Abasi. We have a guest in the house. Joining us today is a serial entrepreneur, data analyst, and digital marketer, Mannaseh Jackson. Mannaseh has rich experience in diverse fields, and I may not be able to capture them all. So I'm going to let him introduce himself properly to us. And the thrilling part is he has hands-on experience and valuable insights to share with us today. Welcome to the show, Mannaseh.
Yeah, thank you very much, Vic. It's so great to join you today. I'm so excited to be a guest in your show. About me, my name is Mannaseh Jackson. My background in terms of education, graduate of mathematics education with 5 years of teaching experience. And because of my love for tech too, I also have a background in tech. And I have about 3 years of plus experience in tech. And ever since I dive into technology, I've really found my drive has always been in the data science and analytics aspect. So that's the area where I really focus on because it helps me apply the concepts I learned in school, the mathematics and statistical concepts, helping businesses to derive insights from the data they've generated over the years and helping them to make informed decisions based on data. So yeah, that's about me.
Awesome. That's a great one.
Wow, nice one, Mannaseh. I'm actually glad to have you on the show today. It's actually exciting to know that you're actually my brother from the same state, Akwa Ibom.
Oh, really?
It actually reinforces this my belief that the youth of Akwa Ibom said actually smart. Hey, Vicky, I know Vicky will shout at me, but it's okay. I'm not being biased here.
It's actually cool. I know it's fine. If I were to have someone from my state on the show, I would feel the same way. I'll say the same thing.
I'm not biased. I'm just giving a commendation. I'm not biased. We're actually doing well, We're actually doing well in our state. Vicky, you know that already. Okay. That being said, let's look at ChatGPT, a cutting-edge AI technology that put tech business leaders in fierce competition. After the emergence of ChatGPT, we have a lot of AI tools. Like every day, we have hundreds of AI tools available now in the market, and we even have Bard from Google too. Maybe something that a fierce competitor of ChatGPT. So apart from that, we have a lot of hundreds of AI products. This actually being possible because of the emergence of ChatGPT in the market. This thing is actually a conversation that will never die down anytime soon. Since its breakthrough last year, October or so, ChatGPT has opened up new possibilities for individuals to monetize their skills and creativities in unique ways. And Mannaseh, you are one of those that take advantage of this. So come and call so for me, Morga. So actually, what are the different ways to make money using ChatGPT, Mannaseh?
Okay. Thank you very much for that question. But I think before we even dive deeper into how to make money, because I know a lot of people are really interested in this particular edition, they want to know how to make money with ChatGPT. I would love to start first by letting all of us know what ChatGPT is all about and what really is this new AI. So ChatGPT is a language model that was developed by OpenAI. So it is based on the GPT. In fact, GPT means Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So ChatGPT is based on the architecture of GPT. Specifically, the version that is available for free is the GPT 3.5. So ChatGPT is designed to generate human-like text responses based on the given prompts or questions. What that means is that interact with ChatGPT just like you can interact with humans. You ask questions and then the human gives you responses. So that's the same way ChatGPT operates. It has been trained on a wide range of internet text and is capable of understanding and generating coherent and contextually relevant responses. So ChatGPT can be used for various applications such as for answering questions, generating conversational responses, providing explanations, offering suggestions, and even more. It leverages its training on vast amounts of data to provide informative and engaging text outputs. Now, that is to be stressed because ChatGPT is incapacitated when it comes to generating outputs or results that has to be graphical or like pictures or videos or audios. It only generates text outputs. Yeah, that's it. So it is important to note that while ChatGPT can generate impressive responses, it may not always provide accurate or factual information. So users should exercise critical thinking and verify the information that it generates from reliable sources when necessary before they can take action. So yeah, going back to the question you asked about how to make money using ChatGPT, a couple of ways. In fact, there are several ways you can potentially make money using ChatGPT or other similar language models because as you said in the introduction, we now have Google Bard, and that's another language model that, looks like ChatGPT, but has its own varying or marked differences. So one way that we can make money using ChatGPT is in content generation. Now you have to pay more attention in this part. ChatGPT can help you generate content for blogs, articles, social media posts, or other written materials. Okay, so clients or businesses may be willing to pay for high quality and engaging content that is generated efficiently by the model. Talking about other written materials, for instance, if you see a job posting or a job listing on a site, maybe LinkedIn or Indeed.com, and you are interested in applying to that particular job posting, ChatGPT can be used to even land yourself, get you past the ATS, because we all understand that companies nowadays, whenever they post their job listings and you apply as an applicant, they have an automated machine that will ensure that it actually filters what you have posted as your application to see whether you qualify for the particular job post. And how this machine works is that it will, first of all, try to compare the keywords that you use in your application letter or cover letter or resume or whatever you are applying with to see whether those keywords are found in your application letter. That's the keywords that the company who is looking for these applicants use in the job post. So the machine will be able to check whether you have such keywords in your application letter. That is the only way you could get past the application stage. So with ChatGPT now, you can actually get past that level by ensuring that you ask ChatGPT or query it based on the contents of the job responsibilities that the company posted. So say, for instance, you want to apply to a post of a data analyst, and then the company has listed all the responsibilities that they expect from you and the experience and all of that. So you can actually get these details from the company, feed it to the ChatGPT model, and ask it to give you a perfect resume or a perfect or near perfect cover letter or CV that is suitable to land you this job. So with that, ChatGPT can do that for you within seconds or even nanoseconds. And then with that, you will get past the application process and you will be hired. I think I have experience in that. Yeah, I have experience in that regard. A couple of days, I just wanted to try, not as if I wanted to really go into that job. I tried it and boom, I got an email inviting me for an interview for that job.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's one way. That's one way. Another way is virtual assistant services. Now, we all know what virtual assistant services is all about. Staying from the comfort of your home and then becoming a PA to somebody outside your comfort zone just by connecting online and helping the person automate tasks and stuff. So ChatGPT can also come in that regard. Yes, with ChatGPT, you can employ ChatGPT as a virtual assistant to handle customer inquiries, provide support, or assist with basic tasks. You can offer virtual assistant services and charge clients based on the time or volume of work using ChatGPT. Another important way we can use ChatGPT to make money is in language translation. With ChatGPT, you can query ChatGPT when it comes to languages. Say, for instance, you want to assist somebody or you want to work as a virtual assistant for someone who speaks Spanish, and then you only speak English or maybe your local dialect. So with ChatGPT, it will make your work easier because you can actually get some Spanish words and ask it to translate it to you in English. So you don't worry about, with ChatGPT, you will not really worry about asking your clients to speak to you in English. Your clients can actually speak to you in the language they are comfortable with, but you can ask ChatGPT to translate that into English or any other language, as long as this model was trained with the data containing that language. So with ChatGPT, that is made possible. Another way is in chatbot development. I don't know whether you really understand what we mean by chatbot, but if you go to some websites, you usually see a chat by the side, either the bottom right or bottom left, introducing itself as an AI chat or AI bot that is going to provide assistance for you to be able to navigate that. So with ChatGPT, you can utilize the ChatGPT as the core technology, and then you can develop and offer chatbot services to businesses based on the model, the ChatGPT model. So chatbots can be used for customer support. It can be used for lead generation or information retrieval. Charging clients based on the complexity and functionality of the chatbot is one way to generate revenue. So based on the complexity of the chatbots you want to generate, I know this is a bit technical, but because you have to get some data engineering skills to be able to do this, because you have to still train the data and feed it into or deploy it, so to speak, deploy it into the website or blog as the case may be. But then with ChatGPT, you can integrate the model of ChatGPT into your chatbot, and then that will lessen the number of times humans are actually interacting with humans, helping them now, focus more on the more important things than just being online there to respond to queries by users. So ChatGPT can be a very good source of assistance in that regard as well. What about online courses or tutorials? Very well, if you have expertise in a particular subject, all right, you can create online courses or tutorials using ChatGPT to generate the content. So providing educational materials and charging for access to the courses can be a way to monetize your knowledge. What that means is that based on the fact that you have expertise in this field, you will already know whether what ChatGPT is generating for you is in line with what is supposed to be obtained. So with that, you can use it to tailor your educational material, be it you want to develop a curriculum for a particular skill set, or you want to develop a course material that you want to teach, or you want others to learn. And then based on the query that you pass into ChatGPT, you will be able to get hands-on material that you can easily use or others can easily read in your knowledge, and then they understand. Instead of the traditional way of sitting down to draft a curriculum that you can use to teach, which is sometimes always so boring and tasking to do with the brain. So with that, ChatGPT can come in. And then there is another way that I also thought about it. Okay, so if this is possible, that means ChatGPT can be used to even write projects, undergraduate projects with ease. If you are the type that is a hustler, like what I mean by a hustler, you are trying to make ends meet, even when you don't have a steady source of income. And then you like assisting students with their project materials, with their seminar paper, 10-paper presentation, and all of that. You can use ChatGPT to lessen your work. How do you do this? Once the lecturer approves a particular topic for the students, you can just get the topic, ask it to write you a compelling background of the study, because that's how you usually start from chapter 1, background of the study, statements of the problem. But as you are, asking these queries, you can even ask ChatGPT. Now, this is the interesting part. You can ask ChatGPT to, give you this background of the study, with citations between, and then you specify the time frame. Say ChatGPT should give me the background to this study with citations between 2018 and 2021. It will give you just that, and it will also generate.
Mannaseh, for the citation issue, I think ChatGPT has been having issues with that citation because most of their citations have actually been wrong. I don't know. It's actually inaccurate.
I'll talk about that when it comes to the limitations.
Okay. I think when it comes to citations, that's where Google Bard is a bit ahead of ChatGPT. I've tried Google Bard in getting some references to what it's producing, and I think to a great extent it's a bit more accurate. I don't know. So, but go ahead. We're listening to.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, you can use ChatGPT to assist you in project writing like that. Background to the study, statements of the problem, purpose of the study, research objectives, research hypothesis, research questions, and research hypotheses, even the literature of the study, everything. So if you can use ChatGPT to do all of this, you now see that your work will now only be limited to the chapter 4, where you have to run some analysis based on the questionnaire or whatever means of data information retrieval that you use for the material. So with ChatGPT, all of that can be really, really automated and easy for you to do. So when exploring these opportunities, it is important to state that it is essential to consider legal and ethical aspects, intellectual property rights, and ensure that the quality and accuracy of the generated content is in line with what you want to do. So because of that, I would strongly recommend that you check the terms of service of the language model provider, in this case, OpenAI, and consult with legal professionals if needed before you get the information that ChatGPT has generated for you. Else you will post something or you will monetize something that is supposed to have a legal backing to it, and OpenAI may come for you.
I understand. Wow, Mannaseh, have really done justice to most of these things. I think even myself, I will need to come back and listen to this podcast again and again so that I won't miss any information that you're actually giving. I believe you have soaked yourself with this AI too, because the way you're speaking from experience. You're speaking from experience, I must say, you really did a very good job. Okay, so now let me ask, what are actually the challenges of using ChatGPT to make money?
Oh, the challenges. Okay, actually, there are a couple of challenges. While using ChatGPT or a similar language model to make money can be promising, there are several challenges to consider. And the first one would be accuracy and reliability of the information it generates. Okay, so ChatGPT generates based on patterns and examples from the trained data, but it may not always produce accurate or reliable information. It can occasionally generate incorrect or misleading responses, which can be problematic when providing services that require factual accuracy. Now, what that means is that sometimes it may generate information that may not truly align with the expectations of your clients. No, we are talking about how to use it to make money. So it is important in that regard. Whenever you are about to use ChatGPT to do this, you always ask your clients in specific terms to be able to tell you exactly what they want so that you know how to query ChatGPT. Because to me, I see that ChatGPT can really help you a lot, only if you know how to query it. So the problem lies in you being able to query ChatGPT. But that accuracy and reliability of the information it generates is a challenge. Another way is contextual understanding. You already know what that means. Because language ChatGPT may struggle with understanding the context of a conversation or a prompt. So they may produce generic or irrelevant responses that do not really address the specific needs or queries of the user. So in that case, you have to ensure textual understanding and generating contextually appropriate responses can be a challenge for ChatGPT as well. And we also talk about the ethical considerations. With regards to that, I will say that language models can unintentionally generate biased or inappropriate content. So it is crucial to be mindful of potential biases and then actively work on it to mitigate them. Additionally, you can generating content that adheres to ethical guidelines and avoids sensitive topics or offensive language is essential. So when you are querying ChatGPT, be sure, to check that the content adheres to sensitive topics and make sure that it doesn't, breach some ethical considerations of the users or those who may be opportune to see the output of the information. Now, we also have legal and intellectual property consents. So there are also those legal and intellectual property consents with regards to the content or the output of whatever ChatGPT will present to you. When using ChatGPT for commercial purposes, it is important to be aware of copyright laws, intellectual property rights, in terms of service of the language model provider. By that, I mean OpenAI, because they are the providers of this language. So ensure that you have the necessary permissions or rights to use the generated contents commercially. You can arm yourself with this information by just trying to read the terms and conditions of OpenAI. Just go to their website. All those details are provided. Read about, go through it, digest it, make sure that whatever you want from ChatGPT is not part of what they prohibit in their terms of use. I don't know if that's understood.
Yeah, I understand you.
So that's one way that ChatGPT can be a challenge. And then we also have user satisfaction and experience. By that, I mean that meeting the expectations and needs of users is crucial for business success. So generating high quality and engaging contents consistently, ensuring accurate responses, and providing a satisfactory user experience can be challenging with automated systems like ChatGPT. So that is where human-centric input is still vital, despite the fact that this model helps us a lot. We still, as humans, need to bring in our natural knowledge. So, God created us in a very marvelous way that we are unique. So in whatever we do, there should be that uniqueness. So whereby you generate contents from ChatGPT and then you don't streamline it to what works in terms of real life situations. That can be a challenge. So in that case, I would really suggest that you try to also proofread what you do and also correct whatever it is that needs to be corrected before you put it out there in the public.
I agree. Okay, you've touched on challenges, limitations. So I still have like 2 questions for you, and that will be taking you back to what you've said before. So first of all, you've mentioned like three or 4 things people can do to make money. Virtual assistant, content creation. What again did you mention? There are like 3 of them like that. So I'm curious to know, are there other ways of making money? And with these 3 ways that you've mentioned, how can someone that is just a novice about all these things, how can they just venture into it and then be profitable? Because the challenge is one thing to know that I can use my brush to brush my teeth using toothpaste. And then, and I don't know, I just try and error, and maybe I don't do it well, because you see doctors actually tell you there's a proper way to brush your mouth, to brush your teeth, and there's the improper way people always do it. So now my question is, you giving us like a breakdown of, okay, what is the step by step? What's the first thing they do? What's the next thing they do to like get clients, get these things done, and then market it and start earning? Because you've given us like the foundation now. Use ChatGPT to create articles, create this, to create that. But like, do you have any step-by-step procedure to getting all these things done?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. If I should attempt to answer them one by one, you first asked me if the 3 that I mentioned are all that we can do with ChatGPT to make money. And like I said, we can use it for content generation, virtual assistant services, language translation, and chatbot development, even online courses or tutorials. But apart from that, we can also use ChatGPT to create creative writing or storytelling. Okay, companies that build games, or are interested in scripting or fictional content, they are really looking for experts in this field, or at least, if not experts, near experts. So they are hiring people for such roles. So with ChatGPT, if you happen to be hired by such a company, you can lessen your work, because you will agree with me that storytelling has to do a lot with the brain. So having to sit down to think of stories to create can be sometimes tiring. So with ChatGPT, you can also excel in that regard. You can offer your creative writing services to authors, filmmakers, or game developers who require engaging narratives with the help of ChatGPT. So it can assist you in creating compelling stories. Now, you asked the other question are there step-by-step, or what are the step-by-step ways or procedures in order to start making money with this thing?
Like what you hear so far? Make sure not to miss any of our episodes by subscribing to us now and joining our community on Telegram at t.me/technoshow. Now, back to the show.
Basically, I would say there is a step-by-step procedure. The whole thing about ChatGPT is your ability to query, like I stated earlier. So let's say you are a data analyst. You already put out your portfolio. You've already set up your LinkedIn profile. Of course, even the LinkedIn profile, you can ask ChatGPT to paraphrase it, to redefine it, to make it compelling for somebody. Once a person looks at your profile, no, we can't leave this person. We have to contact the person. So ChatGPT can do that for us. So now, assuming you have set up your LinkedIn profile, you have set up all the necessary channels, putting yourself out there, and then trying to look for jobs. Now, with ChatGPT, if you are able to query ChatGPT very well, it can help you generate, I'm talking from the angle of a data analyst now, it can help you generate insightful code syntax that you can use to write, build some projects for yourself. Projects that you can put up there on LinkedIn, or projects that you can put up there on your GitHub account, so that whenever someone or a company reaches out to you requesting for your portfolio, you can be sure that whatever they will see, they will be compelling enough for them to hire you. So I would not say there is a one-way kind of method that you can use ChatGPT. All you need to know is how to query ChatGPT, because if you don't know how to ask it questions, it will not be able to give you the needed response that you require. So you have to learn the art of asking questions. Maybe that is the only thing you will really need to do as a human. Learn the art of asking questions. Learn the art of understanding what is in the mind of the AI. So because after asking the question, the AI too is also trying to understand what is your intention, what it is that you really need, before it will now begin to go search. Like I said, you really have to learn the art of querying the ChatGPT to be able to get the needed responses. Basically, there is no one-way method or no two-way method of this is the first thing you do before you do this. It all comes from your head. What do you want from this ChatGPT? You ask the question, it will give you. If what it gives you is not truly what you needed, and you know based on the response that it has given you, you know, okay, if I had asked the question this way, if I had prompted it this way, it will give me something better than what it's giving me now. Then you go ahead and ask it again. For instance, I give you an example. I once asked ChatGPT to give me a step-by-step. Forgive me because I'm going to use data analytics terms often because that is
no
my
problem.
interest.
Carry on, no problem.
So, there was a day I asked ChatGPT to give me a step-by-step guide on how to do data wrangling. Data wrangling is data pre-processing, the step-by-step process of cleaning your data, getting it set for analysis and all of that. So it generated up to about 8 responses with code syntax. Now, that was really interesting for me because I didn't even believe that it could give me the codes, right? But it was giving me codes with explanations as well. Now, when it generated up to number 8, it was as if the machine was tired. It just stopped. So I noticed that it started writing what it was supposed to be from number 9, but it stopped on the way. So I just write on the chat again, continue, and it generated from 9 down. And then at the point it was tired, let's continue again. It just keeps generating. So you have to understand how this whole thing works. It depends on what you want and then how you query the ChatGPT.
Okay, so I'm going to add to what you have said just for the sake of those who are newbies who are listening to this. Now, to get started with this thing, I think the first thing, now Manasseh has spoken from the aspect of someone who already has a profile or a skill. Now, if you're someone who is just new to this whole environment and you just want to start, I think you should start by first understanding what do you want to do, which niche do you want to start with. Now, Manny has mentioned content creation. If you want to go with content creation, for which industry and for which audience do you want to generate content for? I think that's the first question you should ask. Once you found that out, and let's say you want to generate content for e-commerce businesses, e-commerce websites, then you can now go on ChatGPT and ask it a direct query, very specific. Okay, ChatGPT, hi, I want to be a content creator for an e-commerce website that is into fashion wears and whatever else they sell. Give me an idea of how to get started or what type of content I should create for this e-commerce. Now, that's the kind of query or prompt you should be putting in. Then it will give you ideas of where to start from. With that, you can now go ahead, like Manny said, build your online profile, LinkedIn and whatever, your online presence. Edit your CV, start telling your friends and marketing yourself that, okay, you do this and do this. And with ChatGPT, of course, you can get your first draft, something writers like us didn't get an advantage of way back. Because if you are starting out as a content writer, you need to create samples and you need to sit down and rack your brain and write an article and to use and market as, okay, I'm a content writer and these are some of the samples I've done before to build your profile. But with ChatGPT, that you can do all of this in a matter of a day. Your profile is set up, you have samples already, and all of that is set up. So it makes it easy to get started. So having built all of this, understood which area you are going into, edit your profile, the next thing is for you to just start marketing yourself to the public.
Thank you very much, Vic. I think while you were speaking on that, something crossed my mind and you mentioned newbies. So I was like, I even forgot to even tell the newbies how to even access this ChatGPT, right? So
okay, that's right.
The first thing should be where do you go to in order to see ChatGPT? So if you are listening to us right now and you want to take it down, you can just write. The website is chat.openai.com. Sign up using your either your Google account or your Facebook account, or even create your own account on ChatGPT. Verify the account, and then you are good to go. The next time you go there is just for you to sign in with the details you provided, your username and password. Then from there, you'll be able to query ChatGPT. The interface is like a chat, a WhatsApp chat, where you ask questions and then the other person responds like that. So it will first of all tell you a little about itself, the honors of ChatGPT, the limitations, and it will also tell you that the contents or whatever output you will get will be limited to only materials that were available on the internet as at 2021. That's because the model was trained with data that was up to 2021. So if you ask ChatGPT anything about Hilda Passy, I bet it will not be able to give you any information because whatever events that happened after 2021 is not in its memory.
Except they'll go to GPT-4. I think GPT-4 is a little bit more updated in terms of
what I'm saying is actually on GPT 3.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, Manny, you have actually really done a lot of justice to this thing. Actually, I'm still, I've been using ChatGPT for a while now. I think, let me not say for a while, since it actually came out. And, I've actually not, gone this deep into it, the way you've actually explained most of this thing. Actually, so like that's so good of you. So, okay, I have a question. And what strategies or platform can individuals use to market or monetize their ChatGPT related services? You actually mentioned how to make money from it, how to monetize, this thing. Now, it's not just having a product. It's the first thing. Now, how to sell the product is another thing. I'm having strategies to sell the product. So now you actually shown us how to make money from this. So do you have any strategy or any platform that we can actually sell ourselves, how to make this money?
Okay, strategies.
Yeah.
Sure. To market and monetize ChatGPT related services, okay? I think that's what your question is all about. You can consider the following strategies and platforms. One, you can create a professional website, okay?
Okay.
By that, I mean build a dedicated website to showcase your services, expertise, and examples of the value you provide. Then you optimize that website for search engines to increase visibility and reach a wider audience. Okay, that is one way you can one strategy you can use to monetize whatever ChatGPT gives to you, so to speak. Then another way is content marketing. All right. So you can produce high quality content related to ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, natural language processing, and relevant industry domains. Then you publish blog posts, articles, and tutorials or case studies that demonstrate your knowledge and expertise in these fields, after which you can share these contents on your website, social media platforms, and relevant online communities. Okay. Another strategy is using social media presence. By that, you understand that it means establishing a presence on the social media platform like Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Then you share updates, insights, and useful information related to ChatGPT and your services, or based on the services you provide. You may not really tell it out that this information I'm providing is from ChatGPT, even though that is one way of referencing your work so that it wouldn't look like it all came from you. But there is a way you can also do that without being really noticed by all, that your content is from an artificial intelligence or a chatbot or something. So social media presence is one way, very important. And then online advertising. So you can utilize online advertising platforms like Google Ads or social media ads to target specific audiences interested in the artificial intelligence, interested in language models or related services like that. And then develop compelling ad campaigns that highlight the unique value you offer and drive traffic to your website or landing pages. We can also talk about networking and collaboration. By that, I mean attending industry conferences, webinars, or local meetups to network with professionals in the AI and technology fields. Okay. You will also try to collaborate on projects, share expertise, and explore partnership opportunities that can expand your reach and attract clients. Then we can also quickly remember freelancing, right? Freelancing is one way one platform that you can really market the content that you get from ChatGPT. So you need to join a freelance platform like Upwork, Freelancer, or Fiverr, and create a profile to offer your ChatGPT services over there. Whenever a client reaches out to you, you bid on relevant projects, showcase your skills and experience, and then build a client base through these platforms. If you can do that, I can assure you that whatever the clients get from you, which you got from ChatGPT, would be really compelling, and it will always make the clients keep coming back, as long as you tailor it or you streamline the responses to the needs and experiences of the client. That is very important to stress. So you can also do referrals and word of mouth. By that, tell people that you know how to do this and you know how to do this, in case they need your services, they should reach out to you, share your contact details, your email, your phone number, and maybe your social media handles, so that whenever people need your services, they will be quick to remember you. And then, you have to stay relevant in the social media pages. By that, I mean, you shouldn't be a type that just comes to the social media platform once in 2 months just to say Happy New Month or to celebrate your birthday, and then you go again. You have to be consistent in posting contents, post contents on your social media platforms. Let people know what you are doing, so that any other times someone may have need for your service, you will be the first person they will remember. And whenever they reach out to you, be sure to give them exactly what they want. That's where they will keep coming. And then you will be, monetizing or making a lot of money from ChatGPT, and coupled with the knowledge that you also add as a human.
Okay, Manny, you actually done justice to this. Let me know, do you have any community that you recommend for, maybe something that is, maybe either you or someone that is organizing something, a community or resources, maybe putting resources together, or it can be an online community for learning and improvement in areas like this.
Okay, yeah. Are you talking about specifically on ChatGPT or any
No,
field?
yeah, it can be ChatGPT, it can be kind of anything related to maybe how to learn things like this, or maybe have I know there are a lot of communities, online communities, that people come together to share knowledge, or maybe something close to this, or something like this, maybe community.
I know of data science community on LinkedIn. There we post artificial intelligence and machine learning related content every day, and then we engage we share knowledge and what works. I also know of Data Scientist Network. They were formerly Data Science Nigeria. I don't know if you've heard of them. They also have a community where a couple of data science and enthusiasts and data science experts come together to share knowledge and collaborate with tasks from around the world. So it's not even limited to Nigeria. You get to share knowledge and understand what works out there in Kenya, for instance, in South Korea and stuff. So there are some platforms like that I know of. And I may not really know platform for other tech skills like content creating platforms, but I think I know of these two that focuses on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and natural language processing.
All right. All right. Thank you, Manny. To add to what you have said so far, I would also suggest that you just need to Google or search for communities that you know are in the niche that you're actually providing services for. For me, for content writing, I know there are a couple of content writing groups on LinkedIn, Facebook. So it's just a matter of searching for them. And also, if you want to always stay up to date, I mean, our podcast is here for that purpose. We are here to always give information on what is the latest and how you can go about it. So do not forget to also follow us, right? Now, there's something I wanted to add to the strategies you were mentioning, like platforms that people could market their stuff. I think on one of our podcast episodes, we've mentioned using Gumroad to sell courses. Like, if you've created a course using ChatGPT, you can sell your product on Gumroad, and you can even also use Udemy. I've seen a couple of Nigerians who have put up their courses on Udemy before, and people pay to learn. I've engaged with one previously, even Teachable. I think I learned brand design on Teachable via a Nigerian course there. So there are diverse of these platforms that you can use. For content writers, I think Samuel would be a good plug to tell you where to sell your writings, or not even sell, but at least kind of put out your write-ups there.
We have actually mentioned that in a previous episode. So I think if someone go back to our previous, you will know, because we
will
mentioned
get a list of all these things. Yeah.
Or something like that. We had, So
okay.
I can't.
All right. So, Manny, thank you very much for this insight so far. Are there any final tips you have for us? Any final advice that you have for listeners, people who are getting started with this? Is there anything else you want to add to making money using ChatGPT?
Yes, I would say that the era of racking our brains every day and every one things or whatever we want to write is over.
Mm-hmm.
As my last words, I would really recommend that everyone embrace this new technology, make use of it, and stop racking your brains over the things that artificial intelligence can easily help you out with. Monetize it, make the best of it the best way you can. But remember that as you are making use of ChatGPT or the content it generates for you, you should also fine-tune it to have a human face. Otherwise, it will easily be noticed that this is an information that is generated by AI. So, in fact, there are other machines that can also check whether the information you provide is generated by an artificial intelligence or something.
I've actually, Manny, I've actually been of the opinion that AI tools should only help you to write well. AI should not do the bulk of the work for you. So I loved what you just mentioned right now, because there's tools that actually used to screen out people that use AI to develop content or develop materials and the rest.
Sure. So that is what the area Angela was looking at. So once you generate whatever information you want to generate, make that information to have a human face. Then that way it will go a long way to assist you. But in all, ChatGPT can help you to automate tasks and monetize whatever you do, and even lessen the time, the energy you expend in doing the things you used to do traditionally. So I'm calling on all who are listening to us right now to embrace ChatGPT and even look for ways to even know very well how to query ChatGPT, because that's the only way you will get output, whatever output you want. If you don't know how to query it, it might not give you the expected outcome. So with the few things we've said today, I think that will go a long way to help you. And feel free to reach out to us in case you need more information, so that we can, even from there, we'll be able to put up other compelling episodes in this podcast that will help you to even know more about artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Excellent. Thank you. Mani has advertised us already. All right. Thank you.
It's really interesting. The other day I listened to you both talk about EduTech platform and I think tools that children, young ones, yes. And I heard you mention Kahoot. I was like, oh, this girl has really done a lot of research, because it's not long ago Kahoot came up, and I've used Kahoot to set exams.
Wow.
For my interns I took in a boot camp. So I think you guys are really doing well in this podcast. Just keep it up.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You know how far this is going already.
Yeah. All right. So we appreciate your time and all the information you've shared already. For those who still want more insight, like you said, you just have to reach out to us or just follow some of the updates we'll be putting out concerning ChatGPT on social media. So that's a wrap for this week. We really appreciate Mannaseh for coming on board. So if you want to get in touch with Mannaseh is on LinkedIn. I think Manny, you're on Twitter too, right? As Mannaseh Jackson.
Yes, exactly. I'm on LinkedIn as Mannaseh Jackson. On Twitter, Mannaseh Jackson. You can also reach out via my email, manijak725@gmail.com. That is manejak725@gmail.com.
Awesome. Yeah. So awesome. So Manny is a data analyst. If you have work for him, he can so much provide the help you need. All right. Thank you. See you next week for another insightful session. So from me, keep learning, keep staying informed. Thanks for being a part of today's conversation on The TechNats Show. Do follow us on social media at The TechNats Show. Join our growing tech community on Telegram at TechNats Show, so you'll never miss any updates. If you find our content valuable, would love you to drop us comments or likes, or you could share it with your friends too. Catch you next week.